Oh, nice.
So I'm rocking instrumental. He's like, yeah, we're vibing. And I'm like, oh, shit. Somebody sings on, Nate Dogg's on the hook. So I was like, I know there's no hook on there. So I had to find out where 50 was performing live in his set. Cue the acapella up to that point. And then when Nate's part came in, put the acapella over the instrumental live.
That's like giving me anxiety. You just telling me that story.
It was so much, dude.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Jeff London, DJ Jason Smith.
Here come the pain.
When the sun goes down, the music turns up. A whole new world opens up behind the velvet rope. Join us as we take you behind the scenes of the nightlife world.
Are you ready?
DJ Jason Smith, Jeff London. I'm the promoter. He's the DJ podcast, live from Boston, Massachusetts.
All right.
I think I hit the cue point a little too early in the segment today. I'm sorry, fellas.
Episode 43.
4-3.
We got to change. We got to change the intro though.
Yeah,
we got Braun in there.
Shit.
It's okay.
What is that? What is like?
I'm not vain.
Find a clip and it'd be like, DJ J Smith, Jeff London, Braun.
Yeah, just do like a really bad, terrible edit.
Yeah,
and it's just some
yeah.
dude. He's like, Braun.
With a sick, like, huge echo on there. Like, make it big, like Riz.
Nice.
Sweet.
Well, once again, we're back.
We are back.
Started off with the question of the week, which pertains to all of us.
I like when they all know what I like when we get a question that pertains to all of us, and then Braun and I will come from a different angle, and you see that same question from another angle because of where you are within nightlife.
Yo, we triangular.
Triangular. Boop. Illuminati.
Yep.
All right. Since we are no spring chickens here.
Wait. Says who though?
It says, I don't know. Says a spring chicken.
I heard that age ain't nothing but a number from Chi Ali.
Does age matter when it comes to, do you think there is an age limit where you should be DJing in the club?
No.
Do you think that people are like, oh, that's the old DJ in the club?
Do I think that somebody's just gonna be like, that's an old guy? Like, I'm looking at, like, I saw the list, right? Like, I know Green Velvet's like 53 or something like that.
All right, so yeah, we'll go down.
But when you look
list.
at Green Velvet, do you go, wow, that guy's 53 years old? Carl Cox, you understand Carl Cox is older, but you don't look at him like
he's 57.
I think that you're describing all legends that could, you know what I mean, that are all like on their own, they're artists, but I do believe that the guy who just DJs on a Saturday, like it is locally, I think at some point,
yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
That guy is too old to be, DJing at like, the Golden Temple,
or like at a beach bar, like he's just I used to be a really big DJ.
But if you make it long enough and then you become incredibly old, that might be kind of a vibe a little bit. So if you're like 60 and you're DJing, be like, oh, look at that 60-year-old DJing. But if you're 40 and you're kind of DJing a little in kind of some pathetic
40,
spots,
yuck.
That's tough.
I mean, like
be like a son,
but
and
it is
dad
true.
and son duo.
The list is deep because it is. I mean, it is all legends like Jazzy Jeff 53, Kyle Cox 55, Kool Herc 62, Sasha 52, Tiesto 54. Cascade,
but the cool
part
part about all those names is they've adapted throughout the years and crafted they developed different styles to stay relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's totally about your relevance. And if you can adapt and change.
How many times have you heard Cascade play the same acapella over a different genre of music that is more relevant than it was when it was actually created? So he takes those initial songs that were so big for him and still makes them relevant, even though the synth sound that he used back on the original is not relevant anymore.
But you can become washed pretty easily.
Like Chucky, that sound is not relevant anymore. Like that Dutch sound doesn't exist in music right now.
So when he gets old, he's just gonna be the old guy. The
No,
old
he's gonna
DJ.
have to change that. He's gonna have to remix his songs. Like, damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn, girl.
It's a good song.
It is.
I think it really depends. I think that you could lose touch. It just depends on when you lose touch.
Exactly. It's all about,
So
being,
do you
staying
think there,
relevant.
Do you think there are some DJs? I won't name names, but he probably had the biggest. I think his mixtapes were called underground mixtapes, and he was he sold the most mixtapes ever as like a house DJ in the 90s, and he still does places, but he's really irrelevant.
But you could
know-
also still be like, so like Atlantic City, right? So I was just there last Thursday. Shout out to everybody, HQ2, and everybody over there. Had a great time. They do digging in the crates nights where they bring in like those old DJs and they sell out every time. There is a market for that. There is a demand for that.
Yeah, old people that want to go to the club once a year,
Yeah. So that would make it relevant.
get a babysitter, have date night, and
Yeah, sometimes you have a specific audience, and then you just don't DJ as much as you used to. But you could.
Yeah. You still have that.
Wait,
Yeah,
speaking of
whatever.
which, is this the first time you guys DJed together? Was this past weekend?
Yeah, it was the first time.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the first time I heard. Shout out to Lazy Boy for having me and Braun out at the Nantucket place called
Yeah.
The Box. We had a great time.
At the Chicken Box.
Wait,
The
this is the
chicken
first
box.
time you heard him DJ?
Yeah.
I've heard Braun DJ, but I've never
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
the extent of Braun DJ, and he is. I don't mean to put his like little dingling in my mouth, but he's
Do it.
I was really
Unpause.
unpausable. Yeah, I was really like I just must have said to Braun, "Wow, man, that's good."
And you've heard Jason before, or was that the first
I've
time?
heard I've heard Jason DJ a bunch of times.
Braun just is.
I've
very
heard Jason open up for Fabulous, and he kind of got stuck out there for like an
Oh,
hour and a
like
half longer than he was supposed
twice,
to, and
yeah.
bodied it.
I
Kept
like
kept
that.
the entire
Aw,
crowd
thanks,
going
man.
all
I
night.
appreciate that.
Wait, did you guys go back and forth, or did
We
Yeah.
did about 45 minutes a couple
okay.
times.
Yeah.
And Braun is just like super clean, and he'll play songs that you're like, I try to be an oh shit DJ, and he took an oh shit DJ and made an oh shit DJ be an oh shit DJ. And when I mean oh shit DJ,
oh shit.
it's when you're like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
I like those. I like
So,
those.
It was a good time.
I think that's.
The Lazy Boy DJ? Shout out to Lazy
No,
Boy.
I mean
I
a
was
little
very-
bit. Actually, I don't think he did.
He did not DJ at all, and I said to him, "I go, I'm very disappointed because I really wanted to hear him DJ."
But I think it was just like Jays was going in. We kind of he was
It
just
was a
like
vibe
let
there.
me let these guys do it.
Right. Yeah.
The energy was crazy. I definitely played records in there, and Braun, I believe, played records in there that don't normally get played out.
Now,
'cause they would
people
never
in
get a
Nantucket, you
response.
think of this little, bougie ass little island, stuff like that, but people responding to records that.
Dude, we're playing for a way younger crowd than I'm used
Yeah.
to.
But it's also kind of an industry night too on Monday, so
Got
it's
it.
like a lot of like bartenders and bar bags,
So they
and
were
club
feeling it,
owners.
yeah.
Yeah.
Braun was playing records that I didn't think they were going to respond to because they were too young, and they were fucking loving it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that means something because that gave me a vibe of me playing the lounges in New York City. They were open and accepting different types of music rather than it having to be like the same Drake songs. Like I didn't play Peppas. I didn't play any of that stuff.
I like that.
We didn't play Peppers.
No,
How dare we?
I don't think I played Bad. He played Bad Bunny though.
I did. I like Bad Bunny and I like Peppers.
Well,
that shit goes.
it does,
goes
but
off.
it's like kind of a nice breath of fresh air not to play that shit.
It's in my head now.
Braun played 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock, 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Into what?
I think
Clock on the wall?
I think into Doja Cat.
Or you
Oh,
can play
yeah.
into Clock on the Wall.
That's a little too much.
Yo, we were talking
That's a
about
little too much clock reference.
Yeah, too much clocking. We were speaking about Riz prior to coming on the podcast, and Riz used to do something really
Well, speaking
cool
of
with
that, that's where I ripped it off from.
Yeah, Riz used to do a really. I didn't mean to blow you up.
Oh, it's fine.
Yo, Riz, he's over here using your mixes, son.
Riz is very aware of that.
Wait, we were just talking about that the other day about some local Boston cats that had a little bit of beef because you said he took his mix, but then he released it as like almost like a
Well,
bootleg.
listen, if you hear a cool mix and it's like and you use it and it works, I mean that's one thing. But don't like put it online and be like, "Yo, check out what I made."
And that ran into the conversation brought back that conversation about Ted Smooth and what was his name?
Oh, the DC dude.
No, where Ted Smooth took the record. It was a big deal. He took the Beyonce "Love on Top" record.
Yeah, it was from Melstar.
Melstar, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, it was a big deal for like about a few geeks.
It was like 4 days.
Well, it seems like Beyonce's always like that. I mean, the Khalees thing just happened. I think she kind of just ended like Khalees, which is so weird about
and it's from the song Energy, right? So that intro where it's like energy, that's Khalees, right? Is that the?
No, it's a sample. It was
a milkshake sample.
It's a milkshake sample, but it wasn't a sample. It's called something else. It wasn't. It's like a
interpolation. Interpolation.
It was like interpolation of the sample of milkshake, and that's what it was.
Yeah. When it was produced by Pharrell,
right?
And so why is Khalees so bent out of shape?
Apparently, from what I saw and heard, she was bent out of shape because nobody asked her or told her that they were going to do it.
Well, I mean, her relationship with Pharrell is not good right now. So
not good at all. So she was like talking mad shit about Pharrell.
And then Beyonce put her as a credit on the song.
Oh, she did.
And then
I didn't know that.
And Khalees is not credited to the milkshake song.
Oh, it's to the
as a writer.
As a writer,
yeah.
Maybe she didn't write it. Did she write it?
She claims that she wrote it.
Yeah, but she never got whatever. She never got it. So Beyonce just like flipped it and just took her off totally and everything. So she's getting no money for it and took the sample off.
Speaking of the
ridiculous. So the one that's on the album doesn't have the sample on it.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
She re-released the album with no sample.
Yeah, and she took out some words that people were complaining about.
Because that song's popping.
But that new song, "Break My Heart," is that what it is? Break my heart. Is that what it is?
I don't know what the title of it is.
Break My Soul.
Break My Soul. Yeah, I didn't notice, which was so nice that they're coming out with just a shit ton of remixes, like we used to have back in the day. You'd have like a dub mix. You'd have
it's not that fast. It's only 115. So I think it needs to. They need to have like a 125 version.
And you get like 5 different remixes. You got 5.
I wish they brought like the old school remixes back, like Trackmaster's remix.
Oh no! Like oh my god! Like he played.
Who's that 3000?
Mariah Carey used to have dope remixes too.
Yeah,
tracks like 3000 or something. I forget who.
And everyone had like the New York subway mix.
Oh, you're talking about I know, like X Mix. Didn't Armin van Helden own that company?
All the X mixes.
Yeah. I'm talking about like when you'd have like the Mariah Carey and like the Locks was on the remix. Like that was an era. Like we were talking about Craig Mack earlier. Flavor in Your Ear. That remix was amazing. You don't have records like that anymore.
How many songs can you think of where the remix was more popular than the original?
The one that really changed everything was Kid Cudi, Day and Night, because when that Crookers remix came out, that's what made that song popular, I believe.
I can name a few.
Name a few.
All right. There's one is an old R&B one that came out. I'm drawing a blank on it. That's way more popular than the first one. I think Craig Mack won Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Yeah, I think that can be considered that. I Need a Girl.
One More Chance remix was amazing too.
One More Chance. The I Need a Girl. The
Diddy. What else was really good? This is fun. I like this one.
There has
Carey,
there has to be some more Diddy ones though.
There has to be a ton.
Did Angie
of
Martinez have one?
I don't know. You would know. He was like, "Yo, that Angie Martinez remix though."
Kid Cudi's definitely Day and Night gave it legs. Changed that song. I liked Brandy sitting. No, it was Brandy.
Sitting in my room.
No, that was the one.
What?
I can't remember.
Out of all songs in the world,
we had this bit. We were like, "Yo, name it." And we can't name any of them. We're like, there are
Whitney Houston, Jonathan Peters remix.
What?
Jeez.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that was a big record in New York. Which one was it?
See, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, hey man, that was a big record in New York. Don't be that guy.
Which one was it, man? It's like this is like that game show when you're sitting at home and they're firing off. Name this song. You're like, I know that shit. But then you're on the game show. You're like,
We should put a pin in this and come up with a really good list because
Yeah, we could put.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah,
we'll
come
rewind
up with
this.
a list. And now we'll go back with the DJ stuff. We're going all DJ stuff today. Is the big topic conversation, I think, which happened last week, which will air next week. So probably happened, kind of older news, but it's kind of relevant. And I know this happened. Shout out to Sour Milk. This happened with him one time. But the Wiz Khalifa incident with the DJs.
Yeah.
And obviously there's so many sides of the story. DJ's side, Wiz's side, the half apology from Wiz.
Yeah.
What story did you hear about?
I heard that it was, well, the truth is it was actually Wiz Khalifa's release party for this new album.
Single release or album
I don't
release?
know.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't really go on Spotify and listen to Wiz
Was this
Khalifa
Jonathan Peters remix
Shut
release?
up, guys. But he was having a release party for either a single or an album, and the DJ didn't have any of the music or something like that. And then not only when he did get the music, the DJ continuously talked over the song while Wiz was talking too.
I mean, if that's true, then I think that's complete. I think his actions are completely justified.
Oh yeah, totally.
He didn't swing on anybody. You know what I mean?
I mean, knocked off their hats. Disrespect.
Hey, yo, man, you knocked my hat off.
You stepped on my Jordan.
But I mean, yes, did he overreact a little bit? Yes, but at the same time, he probably felt like a loser. Like the DJ, it's his thing. He doesn't have any of his music. He's not prepared.
That kind of happened with me in French Montana a few weeks ago.
It happened with
it happens.
It does. Out of all the songs I had ready for French, he asked me for the one song I didn't have, and he goes, "What? You ain't got this song in your Serato over the mic?"
Oh, which one is that?
I don't know. Kid Kodak Black record. I don't know.
Oh, man. I got it.
I bet you do.
I got it.
What would you do in that situation? A, not talk on the mic.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't talk on the mic. Second of all, I would have been wicked over prepared because that's what I do. Except for if you're French Montana, I'm under prepared. But you have to know what you're getting into. It's not when you're DJing and I have a celebrity host or guest. It's no longer my show. I have to take that step back.
I agree.
And that's your fucking job, dude. Do it.
How quickly is it for you guys to download a song, find a song, download it?
I don't download anything when I'm DJing. I don't know what about you.
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah.
How long does it take to do?
You ever download a song before?
on Napster? No, but I don't know.
Napster,
I mean, it literally takes 2 seconds.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out Napster.
No, but I'm saying
Saving one
I didn't
DJ
know
at
if
a
it's
time.
bound to, you have to find it on some,
I mean,
you have to go through all your options of, Headliner and where you get your songs, DJ City and
no, you just go
songs,
iTunes, download, and you can just drag it right in.
It's not really fun when you're doing that under pressure, though.
It's not fun, but it's part of the it's part of the thing. It's part of what we do.
It sucks. You're like, I know. Oh, one night, this was a cool story. 50 Cent memoir. For some reason, I was transferring music from computer to computer at that time, and he asked me to play 21 questions, right? And 50, he likes to go over his vocals.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have 21 questions, but I did have the acapella. I mean, no, excuse me. I had the instrumental.
Oh, nice.
So I'm rocking the instrumental. He's like, yeah, we're vibing. And I'm like, oh, shit. Somebody sings on, Nate Dogg's on the hook. So I was like, I know there's no hook on there. So I had to find out where 50 was performing live in his set. Cue the acapella up to that point. And then when Nate's part came in, put the acapella over the instrumental live.
That's like giving me anxiety. You just tell me that story.
It was so much, dude.
That seems harder than downloading the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was mid-song and I remembered, oh my God, there's no chorus on
you
that.
pull
that chorus
if you
is the
successfully
biggest.
pulled that off, that's very impressive.
did.
That's impressive.
Jeff was there
He
to
did.
witness.
And he talked about it for 2 days in a row. You talk about me burying jokes all the time?
Let's not air our dirty laundry on air in front of the public. Sorry, guys.
I see you. I smell it.
So what? I mean, in turn, Wiz's apology was kind of half-assed.
But why should he have to apologize? I mean, the only reason why he had to apologize is because DJs came out. They were like, "You can't be talking to DJ." Why not?
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
he's not. He wasn't some big time
He
DJ.
made it say, yo, DJs, I support you all. That's me.
Yeah.
I was like, he didn't have to do that. I know he supports me.
I don't know those dudes.
Do you know who those DJs are?
No one does.
That's why they were probably trying to get that minute of fucking fame.
Imagine if they planned that.
Fred Matters is.
He's like, there were just a couple
Well, when I
workers.
saw it was that pop. When I saw
Wait,
that,
do you think they're too old to play in the club?
no, they're too young.
They look
obviously.
young. Yeah.
I thought that it was when I saw the headline. I got, oh shit, because it said the Poppy, and I know Fred Matters is like the resident over there. So I thought it had something to do with Fred, but it had nothing to do with Fred.
Fred's good. Fred's in the clear.
Fred is clear.
Speaking of which, we're announcing Wiz Khalifa in 10 minutes, Monday, August 22nd.
Well,
Taylor Gang release party.
whoop whoop
Official after party.
whoop whoop.
The official after party.
I was watching the Juggalos like videos like from what's that thing called? You been there?
The Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah, it was this past weekend.
I went down a deep TikTok hole when I hashtagged the gathering.
No
of the
way you
Juggalos.
did.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Must have been gems in there, huh?
Oh, so many good ones. I mean, Braun DJ'd at the gathering.
I did.
This lineup looked sick. They had Slick Rick. They had Karis One. I saw.
Karis One was there when I did it too. In the Ghetto Boys.
Who performed in that one dude that wears the makeup, the skinny one? He's like, my idol is here. And I was like, God, you never met that dude before? I can't remember what it was.
I mean, if you guys would like to, at some point, go to a Insane Clown Posse related show, like I'll roll with y'all. We don't have to go to the Gathering. They do perform like other places.
I know. I think
But,
I like that.
And they do the Fuego shower at all
everywhere.
of them.
How do they get it? They have to import it?
Do they show up with cases of 2 liters of Fuego? Is it Fuego? It is, right?
Fago or Fuego. No, not Fuego. That's a liar. That's fire.
It's a better name.
It is.
Hell yeah. Fago. Faygo, I believe it is.
Yeah, and then they just literally just spray everyone
if
down.
you
and
spray-
you're just like a sticky mess at
No,
the end
if
of
you
every
spray
show.
if
Pause.
you spray soda or champagne on me, we're gonna have a problem. I don't want to smell like either one of those things.
Smelly. The sugary, sticky smell.
Do they do it at the beginning, like middle of the show, and everybody's
No, they do it at the end, which is nice, which is courteous, I believe.
They do this cool thing where he like puts it under his armpit and it sprays really hard. It looks like breast milk coming out.
It's orange. Is it only orange?
No, they have like all
They
these
have different
They have
flavors
all
now?
the flavors, yeah. dude.
cotton candy.
Ooh.
Strawberry. You know, it's like all syrup.
You're going to get the betas.
Diabetes.
They're going to give you the betas.
2.
Oh man, I'm not. Yeah, maybe I'd go to a show. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we have to paint our faces, though. You understand that. You can't just go to the show.
I want to go and stand.
Would you paint your face, Jason?
Far away in the back. If it was like in a town, if it was in like Iowa City, Iowa, yeah,
You got to just get your hands dirty. You can't sit in the back. If you got to do it, you got to see what's going on.
I couldn't do that for like even if it was somebody I really wanted to see. I have social anxiety.
Carly, would you go to a Insane Clown Posse show?
He already
I'd
has
do it.
been.
I'd do it, yeah.
Yeah, I like.
I
I'm
could
telling
see
you,
Hurley
everyone
painting
should do
his
it.
face for sure.
It's an experience.
Are they gonna retire soon? They're older.
Dude, they're like, they got to be like, they have to be, they were putting records out in the late 80s.
Oh, they're loaded. Oh my God! You ever see the Howard Stern where they get in a fight with Sharon Osbourne?
No.
No.
Oh my God! It's like a classic gem. Everybody, go Google ICP versus Sharon Osbourne. It is gold. She's like calling him like you don't want to mess with Sharon Osbourne.
No, not at all.
I'd take her on.
I feel like they've beefed with a lot of people though.
Yeah. A lot of Detroit dudes, Eminem.
Are they from Detroit?
Yeah,
They're from Detroit, yeah.
Do they like Kid Rock?
I think they beefed with Kid Rock.
yeah, they definitely beefed.
I remember Bubba Sparks. They had a beef with Bubba Sparks,
Why?
and he did the gathering.
Yeah.
And when he came out, the entire crowd
Booed him?
turned. No, they put their backs to him. His whole set. So in the entire set, the entire crowd was singing with their backs to him.
That's crazy.
but they were singing along to it.
No, they didn't do shit.
I would have sat down and
That would've
I'm
been rough.
fat. I can't stand that long.
Yeah.
Wait, did you stay in the tents and everything when you went to the gathering, or did they put you up somewhere?
No, I did not stay in a tent with the Juggalos. We stayed in a hotel, which was nice. But we were in the backstage area. So
I
we
want to
had,
know
like-
what goes on in those tents when the show.
No, well, it's an open drug market. So it's an open air drug market. They're selling drugs. So the police just basically barricade around the
Around the
festival.
festival.
Right.
They never go in there. So there's like drugs and sex and real creepy white trash shit going on. Like, yeah, it's it's. Good
I just
time.
thought of something. My dude that used to do photos for us all the time, Boredom. His name was like, I forgot. He goes there every year. And
That's a
takes all
tough name for a photo guy. Boredom.
Driven by Boredom. That's the dude.
Driven by boredom.
He
That's,
put-
that-
Well,
that's,
that's a way
now that's
better-
a way better name than just boredom.
Boredom.
I knew it was Boredom some. You know, I could only remember half of
Driven
things.
by boredom is
Driven
pretty
by
good.
boredom
I
is
like
good.
that.
Yeah, so he shoots all the gatherings, and I always go through his blog after. Yeah, he still has a blog, and it's pretty amazing to see all those pictures.
Which is it's weird because I don't know if you saw the documentary of Woodstock '99, like, and that was a big deal.
I saw the
That shit
HBO
happens
one.
at the gathering every year.
Yeah.
The burning.
They burn the shit down
yeah.
every year. They burn it to the ground.
Which one? Oh, I saw the HBO one. I haven't seen the Netflix one yet.
Netflix one is dope.
Wait, they have a Netflix one?
They have a new one that just came out,
Yeah,
and it
like
really goes into
last week.
detail, like a lot
Oh,
more
because
detail.
I was wondering why people are always mentioning the 90s. I was like, that came out last year on HBO. I watched that.
No,
no.
There's a new one. It's really good.
I've noticed that lately too. Like HBO will do a doc, and then like Netflix or another company will
Yeah,
also
Fire
do it.
Festival they did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Hulu had one, and who else had one?
Netflix and Hulu.
Netflix.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
Went head to
Hulu
head,
one
yeah.
was better. I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that is. Now I got to watch the Netflix one because I love the HBO one. I thought they did a pretty good job on that one.
Yeah, I like how they include the families that were actually
Yeah.
affected by.
But this
what
one, they
happened there.
talked about the rave tent a lot. They didn't really talk about the rave tent.
I
at
didn't even
all.
know there's a rave
Yeah, so
tent
they interviewed Fatboy Slim.
Oh, they did?
And he was like talking about how they shut it down because someone stole a van and just drove a van through the rave.
What?
So in the middle of the
Yeah, I
rave,
never
there's like
heard
this
that
van. There's
story.
like people are getting out the way, and
No
everyone's
way.
like, and people just like, Jesus Christ.
Did it run anybody over or anything?
No, but like it was like there was dudes on top of it, and they had to shut the whole rave down.
That's crazy.
And Fatboy Slim was like, "These socks."
That's insane.
Norman Cook. Norman Cook is coming to a big night live.
That's
So is
fire.
Fatboy Slim.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah.
We're actually just talking about
That is
Fatboy
going to
Slim
be
in the
dope.
car.
That's going to be fire.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Does he have any? He has put a little bit of new music out, but I feel like
I don't know, but his catalog is just so crazy that like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's gonna be fun.
That'll be a great night.
Go get your tickets.
Yeah.
Get your tables. Tickets,
Call,
tables.
call this guy
Yeah,
if you need a
call me
table.
up.
It's kind of near my birthday, so that's gonna be like kind of my birthday-ish
Ooh,
celebration.
we're gonna have a sign come out that says Braun, happy birthday, Braun.
Oh, I've never had one of those. That's
Me
what I
either.
want.
You want
Oh, I
one?
did have
Yeah.
one.
What
You know
a-
what? I've never purchased a bottle at a club in my entire life,
Two of us.
and
Don't do it.
I mean, yeah, and I've never had one of those signs with my name on it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna fix both of that,
Let's do
and
it.
I'll bring
I
a
know.
fat head out too.
Oh, if you bring that, I'll just have that's the trifecta right there.
Ooh, that's
Woof.
like Braun's head's gonna explode from excitement. It's gonna turn to confetti.
Where you at this weekend?
What do you mean?
DJing wise.
Oh, nowhere. I'm just gonna.
He's like, yeah, I'm
I'm
just
just gonna-
gonna watch some Netflix.
yeah,
What do you mean?
You know, actually, yeah.
No, you got Thursday, right?
I'm at the W actually on Friday.
Nice. Where
And concepts too.
you around here this weekend? Oh, tonight you're at.
Tonight I'm at Empire.
Yes, I am gonna come. I
Ooh.
am gonna come through tonight.
I got a fun party on Friday.
Where?
I'm opening up for Dada Life.
Oh yeah,
That should be good.
I mean, it's just Dada though.
It's
Or
just Dada. It's
just
Da.
Dada.
Yeah.
It's not da
One of the other
da
one-
da.
Yeah. The other guy's been sick for many years now.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's unfortunately. Hope he gets better soon. It's been years.
They used to come out in their banana suits and stuff.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a good night.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited to
I might pop in. I might pop in after. I might pop in for that too.
And this is a good opening slot for me because I don't really play anything like that.
yeah.
Like as far when I play house music, I don't play anything that kind of would sound like what he would play. So I'm a good person to open. Sometimes like you'll have like a progressive house DJ open for a progressive house DJ, and then it's like it just becomes too much. You know what I mean?
I think you should burn them.
I think yeah. Like if I have to open for Aoki, I'm not playing any like really hard like EDM stuff. Like I'm playing more sexy. You know what I mean?
I want
Trying to
somebody
be
to
the
play it like
opposite.
because Aoki said it's great and everything, but there's a lot of songs that he has in almost every set. I'd love to an opening DJ come out and just play all
Burn them.
those.
Just
All those.
burn them and be like,
Oh my god, I have a story about that.
Please, let's get into it.
This kid in Atlantic City was opening for Aoki, and I don't know if he just lost track of what he was doing, but he played like bootleg, and it had a bootleg, like a snippet of Aoki songs in it, and that was at the point where like his sound manager or the light guy was in the building. He immediately texted Aoki. Aoki hit the manager, said, "You got to pull this DJ right this second, or I'm not coming down." So some host had to go in there with his computer and like play off iTunes until Aoki. The kid had to leave the booth. His DJ gear was in the booth, and they wouldn't even let him in the booth to get his stuff out until Aoki left the building.
That's a little aggressive.
It is, but yeah.
You'd be mad though.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad enough where I'm like, can you murder this guy now, please? Like, can you shoot him in the face?
Can you take him in the back and break
He
his
needs to be
legs?
shot in the face right now.
Oh man.
I remember I opened up for Aoki and I played that Douster.
I remember that one, yeah.
What's the Zwinga?
Oh,
the Lion King
Lion
thing.
King, yeah.
And he was mad at that.
Really?
But he didn't like kick me out of the building.
You still have both your legs.
I did, yeah.
Oh, I had another French story. I played all the way up by accident, and while he was in the building,
What'd he say?
I immediately shut it off before I caught it. Oh, Lil Jon yelled at me once from Birmingham.
How'd you burn John?
I played "Blow the Whistle." He never plays that song, and at that point, it was so many years ago, I didn't even know he produced it.
Oh yeah, he produced pretty much all of that stuff.
All that
much
hyphy
in that
shit.
era, yeah.
He's such a genius, that dude.
Shouts to Lil Jon.
Shout out Lil Jon.
People don't understand his knowledge of like house music too. Like people always like
He's a DJ.
He's like an insane like house.
John,
DJ.
let's get you on the show. Let's go.
Let's go, John.
So
John
and I were talking.
John-
Hey, we got our John here.
John Smith.
She's our DJ John. How are you?
He was telling me that when he grew up in Atlanta, how it was so difficult for him to fit in anywhere because he was a black man that was a skater, and back then it was all white kids. But he was so influenced by all that music, and that's how he's just become such a diverse DJ. I've seen him play a rock and roll set for 20 minutes, and it was bananas. He's a DJ.
It's John.
It's John.
I appreciate that. I appreciate people that can actually, be part of the art form instead of just trying to be the art form.
I like that.
Shouts to John.
You should quote me on that one.
I will quote you on that one.
Yo, why you trying to be the art form?
I think we should end on that one.
Word
nice
up.
quote from Jason Smith. So tell them where they can find you. They can find you at
Jason Smith Music.
Braun. Where can they find you?
I have a shift at CVS in South End on Saturday. I'm doing like noon to close.
Where can they find you on social media?
Bronski Beat on Instagram.
Don't you still have your MySpace?
I do.
Sick.
And I'm Jeff London _
And we are.
Well, two DJs and a promoter.
Yeah.
But
Sir.
known as I'm the promoter. They're the DJs.
Peace.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Jeff London, DJ Jason Smith.
Here come the band.